What's up, mobile gamers? It's Johns or Gigs back with another Black Clover mobile video. Really excited for this game. It comes out in like, what, 2 days, half a day? I don't even remember, but that's how excited I am as the time is just going by so fast. And pre-registration's out for global. So I actually made a post. Definitely check it out. This is the reroll for your first summon. So if you guys don't know, you start a gacha, and most of the time they do give you a free summon. But Black Clover Mobile is really special. So it's actually a multiple summon. So you get a good chance of getting at least one SSR. You guarantee one SSR. And you can also re-roll and always have that guaranteed SSR and possibly even get two. So that's really cool. Definitely staying away from Jack. I don't really like him. But I do think I'm going to try for real. If you guys watched my other video about the character roster, I told you guys top two characters I'm thinking for SSRs is Rill and Dorothy. So if Dorothy's in there, we're going to go for Dorothy. But again, this is going to be my JP account. So we're not going to spend any money, and we probably won't worry too much about who we have for who I like. We'll pretty much do what I think's better for like content creation purposes, like who you guys would like or who's a really popular character and stuff like that. So probably maybe Nozel. He seemed pretty popular, but we'll see. Really excited for this. So we'll talk about the actual summon. When you get your first free summon, you can see this is the start of the banner before you actually summon. And then this right here is where you summon and you can retry. So you can retry 20 times, which is absolutely insane. In a lot of games, you can retry, but it's very difficult to know who you've got and if they're good and stuff like that. But these are really cool. The cards, like the skills, the innate skills that they have like, it's very hard to see. So this one right here on the bottom right is Revchi. So you actually can get skills for the SSR you get. So that's what you're kind of looking for, is to get an SSR card. So you have their innate skill and then have that character as well. So I think that's Yuno in the top right here. And then obviously you have Lotus and then Mars on this side. So if you do your first summon and you're like, this is awesome, I'm going to keep it, go for it. You can also re-roll up to 20 times. And honestly, it seems like they're going to make everything pretty accessible. So I don't think this is as stressful as a lot of the other gachas. A lot of gachas, it's like you have to get this character or this character. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your matches and stuff like that. But I think Black Clover is really smart, and they're going to go in the opposite direction where it's not really as big of a deal, especially in the early game. I think you'll see a lot of people are happy with some of their first 4 summons and stuff like that. So really excited to see summoning like this, and glad to see I was right on his name. His name's Lotus. I said it in the last video, and for some reason I thought I was wrong, but you know me, I'm always right. And this has got me excited. So this is the overview of how it's going to look. Obviously this is in English. It's going to be in Japanese when you guys see it on the channel. And then once global comes out, we'll switch over to global. So this will all be in Japanese, but the main part you want to focus on here is the new player summon, and then you have the jumpstart. So the new player summon is the one that you get to retry 20 times, and I'm not sure what the guaranteed jumpstart is. I'd imagine it looks like it's free if you log in within the first like 2 weeks or something like that, probably. But we also are going to talk about the art, because the art is really good. I love Black Clover's art in general, but to see it in a mobile game is really fun again. And it looks pretty similar to Phantom Knights, but it's just that step above that they're taking. So really excited to be able to actually see all the stuff my characters are doing, including their ultimates. So this is one of those Magic Knights that you definitely want to get. He's a good mage. I would say that there is kind of like not necessarily a tier list, but some characters that are already really good, like they're established, that they're definitely a good pick. So you can't go wrong with picking them. So I did screenshot a few that I think are really good. I didn't play the beta, but from what I've seen, it seems like these characters are really good in the beta. I heard they changed Rill, and I don't know what they changed about him since I didn't play the beta. So just take my word for it. Rill is really, really good. AoE is pretty much king in the early stages of the game, and Rill is AoE. So he's definitely one you want to watch out for. Yami has really good single and group damage. So on one hand, his basic attack is AoE, which is interesting because I don't think a lot of people knew that and would expect that. I would have expected him to be single target, but I guess the slashes when he's using his dark magic do hit multiple people if he's using it against goons, which that's what it's going to be like in the early game. So Yami's definitely another pick. He's always going to be somebody's favorite because he's the captain. This is kind of one I wanted to throw in there, but is like an exclusive character, right? So he has a different costume and different skills and stuff, even though he's and I'm not sure how you obtain them. So I would say go for but I don't know how you get him. So if you have to pay for him, then obviously just forget what I'm saying. But I think is going to be really good. He's always been very AoE, and I actually wanted to show you guys later on here once we scroll through. Has an AoE ability, and it comes with a symbol that you guys need to look out for if you're not sure which characters to go for that AoE. So if you can get in the polls, then definitely do. But I would imagine since he's got like a special outfit, he's probably in his own banner, I think. So he's kind of like that third string, get him if you can, but he might not show up option because I'll be honest, I didn't play the beta, so I don't know where he's going to show up. So Yami and Rill, definitely top picks. And ironically, so is Lotus. I didn't expect this. He was pretty much trash in Phantom Knights, and I didn't think he'd be such a big player, but apparently he's really strong. He is a debuffer, but he does have some AoE potential, and a lot of people have been saying that you should go for him as one of your top picks. He is SSR, which I want to say he was SR before. I don't know if they changed it. I would imagine they can. They probably can. And I don't think there's another version of him that I'm aware of. So they may have just changed it. Let me know in the comments if you think they can do that. I'd imagine all they do is buff the stats, probably. But that means you'll be able to get him without trying to get any dupes. You'll be able to get him to LR, the highest rank. So really excited for that. I'm not necessarily a big fan of his character, but I really like his magic on its own. The smoke is really cool. And then this is another thing I want to show you guys. I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is the characters site. You can actually go, if you type in Black Clover Mobile /characters, you can pull it up. And I just wanted to show you guys, you can see what squad they are, what rarity they are. So it shows SR, and then their type. So this is Wisdom for Alec-Dora, right? And he's a Wisdom type with SR as the rarity. So I'm really excited that they're doing the types, and you can actually see a lot of their character in the types. So you can have Tenacity for Charlotte, and you go over here and Charmy is Proficiency, and I think that kind of fits. I think a lot of the Magic Knights have like their own way of doing things, and the types are going to be really cool. And if you click on this, you can actually go in and look at their stats. This is kind of a bad screenshot, but this is the AoE thing. So if you see the unit that you have, the Magic Knight, is this little circle right here, and then that fan coming out in front of him is being an AoE. So it has probably an arrow, I would assume, if it is a single target damage, and then AoE abilities has that cone that you can see on their skills. So you can actually look right here. If you just click this part where Vengeance is, you can actually click it. It'll take you to all his stats and all his abilities. So I've actually been trying to go over all of their abilities and see what they are and stuff like that. So you can see also that this is a different unit. So this Uno is higher than the regular Uno, and I'd imagine they'll probably have like Spirit Dive Uno is going to be probably a UR or maybe an SSR depending on how they do things, I'd imagine. So really, really cool. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the re-rolling thing. You got Sally and Seke. And Seke, if you guys don't get Seke, you're missing out. Best character in the game, bar none. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I could even say that with a straight face, but Seke is clearly the highest choice of SSR that you should get. I think he's going to be top tier. He's probably going to be the strongest character in the game. But anyways, I just wanted to talk to you guys about the rerolls and how to do it. So you just do those 20 summons. You can switch it out. And like I said, just go for whoever you want. I'm not the type of guy that's like, oh, this character is really cool. This character is really cool. But I did want to give you guys like, oh, if you really want to max out your stuff and sweat like that, then these are probably your top 4. That's what I would say. I was going to just do top 3 because I'm not sure if Uno is going to be his own thing, but it seems like he might be in the banner, so I'm not really sure. I thought I'd throw him in there for you. But these top 3, you got Rill, Yami, and Lotus are going to be really strong on launch, and you can't really go wrong. It's going to make the early game a breeze for you if you have either of these 3. But again, I mean, think about how many characters there are in Black Clover. We've already got like 38 confirmed for launch, which is absolutely insane. So I think that they're going to do a really good job of balancing heroes and making each Magic Knight feel like you can actually use them. You know, like if you want Rill, go ahead. But if you want Seke, and who doesn't want Seke, then you're going to get a really good hero. And I think you can go far with pretty much whoever you want. So don't stress about the rerolls, you guys. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, who do I roll for? What if I don't get the Magic Knight that is the strongest in the 20 rolls? And I'm here to tell you that screw all the stats. Like, just get whoever's coolest, honestly. Like, I already want Rill because he's cool, but if I get Noelle, I'm not even going to be mad. Like, Noelle, Mimosa, those Magic Knights are just so cool in general that I wouldn't even be too upset about getting those Magic Knights for my first summon. So those are my thoughts on the reroll. I think it's really cool that they're doing it this way. You know, being able to reroll that many times and still get a guaranteed SSR. A lot of the times you have to worry about rerolling a certain amount, and maybe you have to like start over and do a completely new account. You know, I know that in some gachas, if you don't reroll correctly, you have to like close the app and uninstall it before it saves you progress so that you can go back in and do it again. And I just think that's crazy. I really think Black Clover is going to be different, you guys. I think the reroll options are really good because all the characters are going to be pretty much usable in early game. You might notice it late game, but at that point you'll probably have way more Magic Knights to choose from in your roster. So I wouldn't even worry about it, honestly. I would just be like, okay, here's my top 3 characters that I think are the coolest. And then once you get one of those 3, call it a day. Because, you know, you can get Rill, but you can also get somebody like Noelle, and I don't think it'd be a big deal. So those are my thoughts on the rerolls in Black Clover. I think this is a great system, and I can't wait to share this game with you guys. It's going to be super awesome. I'm super, super excited, and I can't stream, but if I could, I would, and we could stream together, but that's just kind of not in the cards right now. So keep an eye out for videos on YouTube. I'll be dropping tons of videos once JP comes out, and drop a sub if you want. Obviously, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Mainly focused on commenting. If you guys want to comment and have a conversations, I'll literally sit on my phone and take a bunch of breaks at work so I can reply to you guys in the comments, because I really just want to build the community and keep everybody together under Black Clover, and really, really excited for the rerolls. So that's the video, you guys. Make sure you drop a comment, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.